Hello my hosts, and welcome to a Kerbal Space Program stream. Today we are going to do further exploration into interstellar space. Oops. Let's do that again. Okay. Let's jump right in to the Kerbal Space Program game. If I can find the scene. Here we go. We are in. I'm going to do my normal thing and check mission control to see if there are any missions that would be of interest to me. Nope. Well, we have our clock here. I'm just going to check our mission scientific data from surface of Minmus. Yeah, we can do that while we are waiting. And this one will be soon completed. And the same thing with this. And the same thing from this. And we will collect you very shortly. Excellent. Things are going well. We can get ourselves a probe for landing on Minmus. Okay. But I think we actually got a Minmus lander. Minmus flyby 2, Minmus visitor 2. Here we go. This is a manned vessel. So we can replace that. It's a manned multi-stage. But what we can do... This has smarts in it, yep. Is... Place that. Oh, I've forgotten about that aspect. I'm going to have to... Let's load this up again. Don't save. Minmus visitor. Load that up. What we... Oh. Let's work on our probe core. Probe core on the top. Then we say reroute. Now, if we go like that, yeah. So, split that off. Split that off. Move that back up there. We'll add power and some science to it, and a transmitter. And let's say that one should be fine. And what will we do for science? Actually, let's say... Oh, we're going to need power as well. Power. Comms we've got. Science. Let's say seismics. Did I say... Oh! I actually have put the wrong words there. That should be... Interplanetary. There. All fixed. Right. So, we have an accelerometer. Nope, it was just me having problems with the language. That thingy there. And I'm going to say thermometer as well. This arm, I don't think we can attack. Okay, we've got an arm there. We'll remove these ones off there. But we can move this one up to that spot. And we'll put solar panels on each of electrical, not the big ass ones, the moderately sized electrical ones. Put the symmetry switched on. Okay. There we go. Just double check. Yep, we can launch. Save you. We'll go to launch this ship. I have, I think, seen that game. Universe Sandbox, I think, is the name of the game. It looks really cool. Sure, I'll have a lot of fun with it when I get around to playing it. Turn up the thing. Okay, let's get this launched. Go. Yeah, Universe Sandbox is its name. So let's do freeway. Oh yes, that is also a very good program. Just getting a little bit of a tilt. That's good. Knowing how to sort of like feel out spaceships, because they all sort of behave slightly different. If you're not careful, you end up tilting unstably. This one behaves nicely. Okay. If I recall correctly, a lot of this sort of design will tip out really unstably when we do our first split, so a little bit worried about that. Let's see, because we're going up for our first separation. And okay, that is nicely behaved. Continue like a nice stable gravity turn, coming up to about 100 meters on the apoapsis. Pull down the thrust, and we will do a circularization here. Let's see about that. Also nice. Right. And I can't see a thing at the moment. That's fairly typical. So we'll just let it drift up into the correct positioning. Since we are out of the atmosphere, we can deploy our fairings. Excellent. Gonna have to... Gonna be a little bit of effort to get our ship to turn. Okay, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Okay, there we go. So, coming out into the dawn. It's a nice thing. It's complicated. Normally a high center of mass is a bit more stable if the center of lift is below it. Like that. But it depends, and it also depends on where your ship is actively stabilizing. It's also sort of aerodynamic factors play a role as well. And sometimes if you have a lot of... if the top of your vehicle is very aerodynamic and the bottom isn't, you can get situations where the aerodynamic forces will cause your spaceship to flip around. I really should do some more research to find out exactly why that thing happens. There we go. There we go. But we are... That was a really nice launch in my humble opinion. There we go. We circularized quite nicely. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's one of my better orbits. Okay, let's set that as our target. I'll see if we can get a maneuver. Let's see if we can get a maneuver to head ourselves out to Minmus. And if everything runs typically, yep, we run into Mun again. That seems to always happen when I don't want it to. Right. That's not going to get us there. Shift things around. How about here? Are we going to get a Mun encounter? Nope. We escape. Okay. Let's cancel that. I want to cancel that, not sure why it won't let me cancel. Sometimes the UI behaves in really weird ways. Here we go. Move out. And let's see if we can get an encounter this time. With the mini-mun. Excellent, that's a lot better. Now if we go, say, focus view, we can just adjust this. I want to click on the maneuver again, because I think actually, given how much the UI is fighting me, I'll just fix it when the time comes. So we'll pop out here. We'll extend the solar panels so our craft will not run flat while it is in orbit. And I'll add to we'll create an alarm at the next maneuver. Add that alarm. Excellent. We'll do a little fast forwarding now. Let's warp to the next one. There we go. We've got plenty of delta V to deal with that. Delete and close. So we'll rotate around. Okay. Hopefully not overshoot. So Minmus should be just below the horizon now. And we'll do another burn. The G-forces on this shouldn't be too bad, so I'm not going to pull in the solar panels. And you start accelerating. Okay. Things are fine. We are gaining velocity quite nicely. So our orbit will expand. Let's check ourselves here. Yep. Expanding. Expand out until it joins there. That stage is empty. Let's go to the next one. Was that the... No. For a second there I thought the solar panels had gotten torn off. But thankfully that was not the case. Okay. And we are once again gaining our altitude. There's A. That's coming out. That will join up here. And by the time we reach Minmus, Minmus will have moved into the correct orbit. So everything is going quite fine. Here we go. We are directly accelerating along our velocity vector now, so that makes this a lot more efficient. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of those sort of like universal sandbox games are really interesting, and you can do things like see what happens if a planet gets heated up by a massive laser, or if the sun gets compressed into a black hole. Watch as the physics take hold. Okay. Now we are... It's interesting how close to the planet this will slowly expand, but once we get the last bit done, this will speed up with its expansion. I think that's a part of the Oberth effect, but it might also be that the higher you go, the amount of gravity you are experiencing is reduced. So smaller amounts of acceleration cause larger amounts of change. See, it's going faster and faster now. Change in the actual apoapsis. There we go. Expanding out now. Want to make sure we keep ourselves on this right maneuver thing. Also don't want to overshoot. And now if I go a little bit more, take ourselves right very close to Minmus. There we go. Very nice. Excellent. I like that. Let's remove this maneuver now. Let's get rid of that. Add, remove. Not sure why it's not. There it goes. There we go. That's cleared. And we'll add that change of SI change. That's in there as well. Right. Now this one is our spaceship that's escaping. So let's jump to that. Hope they're not too close. Hold on. Actually, it's not going to be the spaceship that's escaping. It is this Minmus probe. Right. Jump to vessel. Delete and close. So you are about to escape. Check. Ah, we've got plenty of time. Cool. So now if we go out of the planet, Boom. Now we are in interplanetary space. That was in RimWorld. That was in RimWorld. Okay. Starting our object tracking. I'm going to... research is fine. I'm going to transmit the science. Not enough findings. Okay. So this is operating as per requirements. And we have completed this mission to build a new orbital station on a solar orbit. The entire social aspect of that game. So that's probably right. That's very much the model that it's probably using. Okay, and that gave us 500k. Excellent. Now that will continue. Yep. Now we zoom out. This is going to continue around until we get to there. I'm pretty sure we've got a maneuver node set for that. Yep. Excellent. So these people are going on their long distance spatial exploration. Let's warp again. And while these guys are flying out, our other ship is getting closer and closer to Minmus. And that will also jump to vessel, delete and close. There's Minmus in the background. Excellent. So over here, gonna add a maneuver. Hold on. Oh dear. We have a problem. We don't have a strong enough antenna to reach back to the planet for remote control. Or we've ran out of power. No, we've got plenty of power. Our antenna isn't working properly. Because it's retracted. Okay. Let's extend the antenna. Now we can control things. Right. So we can add a maneuver here to bring ourselves into orbit of Minmus, and then we'll choose a landing site from there. Don't worry, I'm not going to be crashing this space station. Right. I'm going to add to... create another arm. That maneuver. Jump to it. this one, I am going to be attempting to do a perfectly reasonable landing. Alright. Delete and close that. And adjust ourselves to be retrograde. Slow down this spaceship and get ourselves into a stable orbit. Right. There we go. It's 20 seconds remaining. Ah. There we go. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. So we'll come into a nice stable circular orbit. What I like about 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻 is it has these really nice flat seas. So we will probably be landing on one of those. Here we go. So, oops. Okay, we're in orbit now, which we can tell from the way the camera angle just suddenly shifted around. Yep, nice flat circular orbit. That's exactly what we want. Not sure why it refused to allow us to delete there. Now I'm going to check our flags. So I don't want to land on something that I already landed on. Nope. No flags. So let's say over here. Over. It's going to go for a landing now. So I'll adjust that so it comes in. I know things are going to orbit around slightly, so like that. Let's go. Do a quick save. We'll go. Just check if we got enough time. Yeah, we got plenty of time. So we'll go around here. And we'll go to what does the amount of acceleration is probably very small since it is not much of a vessel. Oh, 𝕊𝔸ℕ has very little G. I have an accelerometer fitted onto the spaceship, so when we actually land, I'll be able to read that out. Okay. Just like that. Also deploy. Another quick save. And we'll burn. I'm just going to keep my eyes on this thing here. because we don't want to land on top of any of these mountains. We want to land on the flat sea-ish bit. And let's go a bit retrograde. Yeah. Where are we? There we go. Right. And we go down like this. Okay, I like that. So what I'm going to do is walk to that spot. And orbit. Actually surface. This is something I have to do manually. Just reduce our velocity. Okay. Right. Let's slow ourselves down. Want to retract the solar panels so they don't get damaged on landing. Gonna slow ourselves down. Okay. We are about 6 kilometers up. Descending at 1 meter a second, just above. Just going to check where we're projected to land. It's going to perhaps land on the mountain next to this flat area. That's fine. We do need the extra bit of data from those areas. So I'm going to speed up things till we're about 4K above, and we'll do another burn to reduce our speed. Then we'll drop the nuclear engines. Oopsie daisy. Right. So we'll drop the nuclear engines since they are a... It's weird. Said. It's better. Those are up powered. Okay. So we've got the chemical engines at the end. Right. Now we'll ease ourselves down. Three and a half kilometers up. Just double check our resources. Everything's fine. Come down quite smoothly. all my concentration. So 2 kilometers up. 1.9, 1.8. We are at going live. Good. Now, put a little bit of burn to slow ourselves down. Just adjust ourselves so we're right over that. Yeah, about 700 meters up. 5. That's the thing hitting the planet. Okay. Let ourselves come down about 5 meters a second. Drifting slightly, but I don't want to correct it. Let's get a little bit more energy into there. Okay, let's drop it off. There's our shadow coming up. 100 meters up. Another burn to slow ourselves down. We're gonna calm nicely, softly down. No need to rush, no need to hurry. 4 meters up. Okay. Let's just softly come down. Oh. Successful landing. Let's shut down the engines. Now, somebody was asking how many G's at the surface of 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℝ𝔸. This is our accelerometer. We can put the display. We have 0.049 G's. So very little gravity here. We can deploy our solar panels. Now, just a little worried that some might clip into the ground. Nope. We've got a good connection to to Kerbal, wherever it is. I can't see it at the moment, but we've got planet above. Let's get log some seismic data. Seismic data from 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℝ's lowlands. Faint seismic waves are detected. Keep that experiment. Let's log the temperature. Collected and recorded temperature from the environment. Excellent. Let's run the surface scanning module. Okay. That does. Let's see what this thing does. It doesn't have any target in range. Okay, so it doesn't do anything. We will now how do we use the satellite thingy? Oh, we can go from here. And CurbNet access. Oh yeah. Transmit the data. 100%. And we have completed this mission. So, deployed science cluster on. Okay, that's weird. Science data from the surface of Minmus gave us 63k in funds, 3 bonus science, and 7 reputation. So that is complete. And for some reason it's save the game. Now we can go to the Space Center. Let's see how much science we've got now. 138. I don't think that unlocks any new science. Yeah, we'll need 30 more science to get to the next science level. But we will be getting that in time. We have our ongoing missions. So these ones, just maneuvering our space station into the proper orbit around the sun. We are going to fly our space tugs out to meet our previous ships. And we've got a probe that was heading for the Jupiter equivalent that will reach that at that time. So that looks like we've got everything all set up. All right, that's all right probably for the next stream we do. So let's pop back to my room. Thank you everybody for joining me on this stream. Tomorrow we will be playing some Kerbal Space Program. And after that, the day after that, will be more Factorio. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope to see you tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching both live and in the archives.